It's your motherfucking boy. We back at it. I told you. I got this fucking dope ass binder for you guys. This is what I've been doing in my free time, guys, since I haven't been making videos like in that last 3 or 4 month gap with all the shit that I was dealing with. I decided I was like, I'm just gonna go pick up into cards again. I was watching the original anime, like the subbed version, like the original Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh anime, and holy shit, that was like a lot more better experience than the 4Kids one, or like the fucking little crazy English one that they got to try to censor it for kids and shit. So it did get a little dark in there. It was pretty dope. So this is like a combination of like all the anime cards ever, like that I could either remember off the top of my head or that I just had in general, because I really wanted, even when I was younger, I just wanted like a Kaiba style like briefcase full of cards like that, or like have like a briefcase or like a binder full of like just original in the show cards. And that's really what I was trying to get, and I did pretty damn good at it. I did pretty good, guys. 3 months of this, you're gonna see what happened in 3 months. So the very first thing you see is the original Magic Cylinder. I'm gonna try to remember most of these cards off the top of my head. You know, I can't all the time. There's gonna be cards I don't know. Whenever I buy cards now, they usually throw in other Japanese cards for me, which is super dope. I like the Japanese people, like when you actually buy shit from them overseas and get them imported, because they'll throw in extra shit, so it's pretty dope. So we got the Magic Cylinder, the original Japanese one. Like, look, dude, like this text box and like just the way this is, I'm telling you, this is fucking amazing. I believe this is Amazon Princess, or like the archery girl or whatever of this one. And then obviously Super Rejuvenation. I know this one from you know, Exodia decks. Cave Dwelling Dragon, which is fucking fire. All these cards right here that I got right here were for $4, guys. So these are, I mean, yeah, you can see some damage on these ones, but the rest are pretty clean and there's no damage. But literally for $4, I mean, you can't go wrong with these fucking cards, guys. Now I don't know the names of these ones off the top of my head, but again, for $4, you can't go wrong, guys. You really couldn't go wrong. Now this one I liked. I bought a Time Wizard. I believe I bought a Time Wizard, and this guy just came with it. So literally, I know it's like the original. Like, you can tell this is an original Yu-Gi-Oh card, because this is before they tried stamp. Like, now I can actually show you guys and explain something to you guys. They actually have this little box right here. It's like a little Konami symbol in the corner, because the original ones didn't have it, and they would actually just copy these cards. Like, people would just print them out easily, and you'd be able to like not tell the difference. So when they started reprinting cards, they started keeping the similar style, then they added the text box, and then they got newer and newer over time with more text, so they ended up just trimming it, like, you know, cutting this out altogether. But this, I'm telling you guys, right here is the best fucking shit ever. Like, I would love, like, if I ever had to make my own cards, I would do it something like this. This is fire. Like, the name, the picture, and like the text with it is like fucking amazing to me. Like, I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna have a whole fucking big like the 9x9 pages of just original fucking Japanese ones that released. Like, those are so fucking sick. Like, those are fucking amazing to me, guys. Oh, hit the mic. Don't know why, but we got, I don't know the name of this. I looked it up, but I honestly forgot right now, just because I am a little bit, you know, a little toasty below Steve, but we're not gonna go there. But we do got the humanoid Drake. I remember that was in the original one. The mime guy with Merrick. Time Spread Ruin. I tried to think that this was like in the anime. I really thought it was, but it wasn't. So if you ever have like, and this is gonna be like a good refresher for you and me, guys, because like most of these I had to re-look into, because my childhood self remembered shit a lot differently, and you're gonna see in the videos, like when I explain more in the actual binder and shit. But Time Spread Ruin, pretty sick fucking nasty card. Some of them have backs to them, some of them don't. Then we got the Meteor Black Dragon, and then bam, we got the Meteor Dragon from the McDonald's pack, which I thought was pretty sick. This was from my last video of buying the Yu-Gi-Oh collection, so I'm gonna put a little link to that somewhere over here. You went. But this Meteor Black Dragon is sick nasty though. I fucking fuck with that. That looks sick. I got another Magic Cylinder, I believe. Yeah, this one's back to back. So I got like 4 of them, I believe. I got one more in the binder, I think, as well. Ferret Meteor Crush. I remember the Paradox Brothers using this card at one point. I know a few other people use this card as well, but you know, it's always just going to be a classic OG. Mystic Box. I got another one in the binder as well, but this is pretty fucking sick. I couldn't have enough copies of these, in my opinion. Like, these are pretty sick. And this one, I'm gonna pop up the picture of the original one. Like, they completely covered the titties, which is, I think, you know, horrendous. Like, do not mess with the titties, dog. I think if you can even see, shit, I keep hitting my mic. The dude, when I bought this from, literally, like, when he was younger, poked holes in the fucking tits. So, like, to, you know, because they didn't have any nipples either. Because they still, either way, they still censored this. But, you know, like, and then us, we had to super censor that shit with a onesie or something, like, something stupid like that. So, shout out to titties. I hope you guys appreciate titties. You know, titties are pretty fucking dope. This one, no clue. I bought with titties, and it came with this. Don't know. I completely forgot the name of it, but I do know it was in the original sets as well. I remember pulling this card a couple times. Luminous Soldier, that one I do remember. I did look into that one. I was like, oh yeah, it did appear in the anime a couple times, but I don't think anybody actually used it. So, you know, I think it's like Steel Orgato 2. I know it's the second one, right? I believe, if I remember correctly off the top of my head, you know. Command Knight, I got 2 of these bad boys, ultra rare. Like, these are fucking sick nasty, dog. Like, it's fucking dope. I think either Yugi or Weevil used it against him at one point, but somebody had this card, and I gotta look into this more, but I cannot remember off the top of my head. Then we got one of the original pieces of Exodia. Like, come on, dude. Like, I think the top loader isn't really doing it justice, but it is that parallel rare, I believe, and it just looks sick. It's super fucking sick, guys. The light is not doing it justice right now. Very sad days. Very sad days. 1,000 Knives. I believe there's bag to back of them. I got 3. I think there's one more in the binder as well. Twin-headed Behemoth. Kaiba did use this bad bitch, and I was like, damn, this card's fucking sick. Original Japanese version of it. Like, this thing looks dope. I cannot remember the fucking name of this card. If you guys remember the name of this card, please fucking tell me, because I just keep forgetting, and I remember it just had 2,000 attack points, and, you know, like, that was it, and it's just really, really sad, and I think it's like the type that when it battles, it decreases attack as well, like that Zombra guy or whatever, but either way, you know, it's still pretty dope. Then, I can't remember the exact name of this fucking card, but I know Duke had this card. I think this was like the first monster he summoned, and it was like that duel against Joey, so that much I do remember. Oh shit, another 1,000 Knives? Yeah, so I got 4 of these motherfuckers, and then these aren't Japanese, but I just had them in the binder, and I had to take them out. When I get the bigger one, I'm gonna put these back in. I got like, here, look, let me show you guys real quick. I got a whole deck box like full of stuff still that need to go into the binder and shit. So if you guys want to see the rest of the stack in a different video, maybe hit me up. But for right now, shout out to Jurigato. They actually, you know, made him better. I think it was just a vanilla monster in the anime, and they actually gave him a semi-decent effect, which is fine. Like, that seems pretty cool. And then Makura, the Destructor, which is pretty dope. Merrick, again, used these both, but I want to rarity bump this. There was like an ultimate rare one, Japanese one that I'm looking at, so, you know, I had to take the rare one out. But either way, shout out to these bad boys. Now that we got the special shout out the way, we can sit down. I'm back at it, boys. Let's get into the meat and gritty of the binder. So, I'm going to have to cover this page real quick because it's got, again, some boobies and a booty, and they fucking hate that shit, guys. So, I do apologize for that. But the first page, you guys already know, we got a little heat going on right now. We got a little heat. We got the GBI. I'm talking GBI, boy. The GBI guy cards. With the Immortal Phoenix mode, I do have the Sphere mode in the later pages for you guys to see, but my damn hand. Nonetheless, this is a fire-ass page, and the one I think I'm definitely gonna have to get graded is this Scyther, guys. Like, this Scyther is fucking unused, unscathed. It looks so fucking sick and nasty, dude. I'm telling you, this one looks pristine. The other two look pretty used, I'm not gonna lie, but this one, gem mint almost, dog. Gem fucking mint. So now we're gonna open the page, and bam, I believe these are the only 3 in the binder that haven't been used in the anime, I believe, because I don't think they've been used but they go with what I'm doing, because they got the gods in the front, we got the wicked gods, and then we have the 3 sacred beasts, you feel me? But I do have to get the new versions of these now, because they did come out with newer versions of Reviel and shit. So you know, that's something we got to collect for the binder as well. So don't think I'm just forgetting about it or don't know about it. We know, we getting that shit. But nonetheless, we got the wicked gods, the 3 sacred beasts, like, and then all like the problem anime-ish cards, because you know, Zero Calcos arc was a pretty fucking big arc, and Exodia Necros was the one before it. Like, it was like in between Battle City and shit with Kaiba's dad, and he was using it, you know, because Yugi clapped Kaiba with fucking Exodia in episode 1. So, you know, his dad was like, ooh, if that beat him, I'm gonna fucking use Exodia Necros and clap his cheeks. But didn't really work out too well for the guy. I don't think so. Bam. Next page, we got some fucking heat. We got the Red Eyes Black Dragon Starter Deck Joey, non-first ed and first edition. Pretty gas, pretty gas. We got the Skull Dice, the game versions, which I think is pretty sick. We got, you know, from the anime, we have the Grave Robber. And although this isn't the original Japanese Foolish Burial, because, you know, they got the sick crosses right here and shit, it's still a pretty sick looking secret rare Foolish Burial. So I am going to change it in the future, but, you know, this, I think I paid like a lot of money for this card way back in the day. Like, it's a lot. We got the Grave Robber, you know, because he used this against Bandit Keith. He activated Grave Robber to steal his Metal Morph to make Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon, which, you know, looks pretty sick. But this is the original Metal Morph. It is pretty banged up, but I mean, nonetheless, guys, this card looks fucking sick. Like, this is what I like. That's what I like to see, you feel me? Joey is definitely one of my favorite characters as well. I just like his personality. It reminds me of myself for sure. We flip that page. Ooh, we got the Jinzo or the Psycho Shocker. We got the Psycho Shocker. We got the Thousand Dragon. And again, guys, like, look how fucking original this looks. This is... Oh, keep fucking hitting the mic. Keep hitting the mic and shit. Look how fucking original this bitch looks, guys. Like, this thing looks so sick. And, like, you can tell, like, these are the sleeves that came with it when I bought this card. And the guy that had it, he had them as kids. So, like, this one, obviously, the ones that are most common are probably going to be the ones that are most banged up, which means they're going to be the most valuable ones. So, that's always something to look out for, because, you know, Thousand Dragon was a pretty well-known card. It is got some wear and tear on it, but, you know, like, this card is a really expensive card. I'd say it's definitely, like, my most expensive single card, I believe, right now, besides, like, one other one, but we'll get into that. But, again, Thousand Dragon, both the English and the tin one. I believe this is the tin one, I believe, right? Oh no, this is the MRG one. Shit, guys, I got actually some value up in this bitch. I got the PSV Secret Rare Jinzo, not the tin either. Like, this one looks... I know, like, I have value in here, but me personally, it was just about the actual, like, anime cards. So there's going to be cards that are worth a lot that I'll try to point out, but there's some that I'm going to miss, but most of it was just because it was in the anime, so it's in this binder, you know. Swordsman, a Lance Star, Alligator Sword, Time Wizard, and look at this fucking ultra rare fucking Flame Swordsman, guys. Like, this bitch is so fucking sick nasty, dude. I bought the Thousand Dragon and this Flame Swordsman at the same time. Fucking sick, bro. Shout out to that guy. We got some more heat coming up in this one. We got the Panther Warrior. We got the Gearfried the Iron Knight, obviously Joey's most used ones. We got the Giant Trunade, Japanese, and then we got the Hayabusa Knight. Then, oh my goodness, guys, we got Dark Magician Girls. We got the original one, and I believe this was like the special promo card that they would give out. But I mean, either way, ultra rare Dark Magician Girl, original, and the I believe original-ish English version is fucking sick. This is the fucking starter deck, Dark Paladin, the original Yu-Gi-Oh one, I believe. And I mean, come on, guys, like, Dark Paladin with the circle behind them is always going to be the best artwork to me, guys. This is why I got them all right here first, because ooh, guys, oh my gosh, oh my goodness, you know, watching Yu-Gi-Oh and shit, like, as soon as I saw it, I saw the Arcana episode, bro, I still have the original VHS tape of it, because like that's all I used to watch was this Dark Magician, bro. The fact that he had 2 Dark Magicians and he was after Yugi's and he worked for Merrick, and he had like, we had some dope ass cards like Arcana used Dark Magic Curtain first and the anti-magic arrows. Like it's in the binder as well, but you know, that's in a later page. But like, dude, and the 1,000 Knives, I believe he was the first one to use them, and I'm just like, bro, like, this guy was going crazy. I was just like, how is Yugi actually gonna win this duel? And then when I rewatched the original Japanese version, I was like, wow, that was actually really fucking good. Like, that was a really good duel, and I had to get them. I had to get these fucking cards, guys. Like, this shit looks so sick. And look, another Mystic Box and shit. It's just like, bro, like, this Dark Magic Curtain, like, come on, guys, this one looks so sick, man. Like, you cannot beat these original Japanese versions. I'm sorry, I'm fangirling over here. Let's keep going. So we got more of Yugi's monsters. You know, you feel me? We got Gaia the Fierce Knight, LOB, which is dope. We got Gaia the Dragon Champion and Curse of Dragon. Like, come on, guys. Look at this Curse of Dragon. This has actually got some value, and I believe I paid like $3 for this thing. But I think it's like a $15 card. Crazy. This Curse of Dragon, guys, is so sick. I love the super rare version of this one, guys. Yeah, you know, we got the 3 right here to make Gaia the Dragon Champion. That's fucking sick. First edition starter deck, Yugi. I believe it's like the second one. The Blackluster Soldier is still sick. Archfiend Gilfer, sick. This is the, which one was this? Oh, this was the booster box video I did like 3-4 years ago, guys. I'll put a link into that one too, somewhere. But this is the Karibo, the alternate version of the Karibo. My goal is to have like all the Karibos. I think Karibo's like sick, fucking nasty card. We got Catapult Turtle, and of course Blockman, Yugimoto. You know, not Yami Yugi or Atem. You know, he used this card in the last duel, so, you know, it's got some meaning because it is the final duel, and that duel went pretty fucking ham. That was a pretty good duel, guys. Even people that are super meta heavy and don't watch a lot of anime could even probably appreciate, like, hey, you know, that was a decent duel. That was a decent duel. More of Yugi's monsters, because, you know, Yugi is the main pro tag of the anime, but, you know, there's so many memorable cards that he has, guys. We got Chimera, Flying Mythical Beast. We got the English and the Japanese. Look at me go. We got Gemini Elf, which he used in the original anime, like the Duelist Kingdom series, and Beaver Warrior, because, you know, even with Pegasus, who doesn't remember that one? He fucking flips the Beaver Warrior with the Horn of the Unicorn, and Pegasus read it, like, knew he was gonna do that exact play. And I'm just watching the anime at the time. I'm like, damn, like, motherfucker reads your whole shit. Like, how are you gonna win? Like, dude, this is crazy. This is crazy shit, man. So, but the Magnet Warriors, the original ones, these are from the game promos. Super sick. You guys seen this in my collection video. I'll link it up again, but, you know, sick shit. Bam. Now we got some more spells and traps from Yugi, but oh wait, no, just spells. Yeah, just spells. Exchange, card destruction. You already know a lot of people used exchange against Merrick, you know, because, you know, he had such an OP card in the anime. But he did use exchange, and exchange was pretty dope. Card destruction was fucking sick against Arcana, and they really shit on his plan too. Gold Sark, you know, Yugimoto used it, and dude, the anime effect of Gold Sark is so fucking good. I would love to actually have like an anime effect Gold Sark. Like, that shit would be so good. And I believe the name is Blessed of the Wicked. He did use this duel, or use this card against Bakura. He did Collected Power. He activated the trap with Collected Power, got all the stuff to him, and then he activated this, which to his Karibo. Then he used Blessed of the Wicked to destroy all fiends, and, you know, Karibo is a fiend monster, so it blew up. So there's some history for you guys. There's some shit if you didn't know. Maybe you want to go back into the duel and rewatch it, and I'm not lying to you. You can go ahead. Now these are cards, like powerful cards that were used against Yugi in the original anime. That's kind of like the page I was kind of going with. So Guardian Iatos, you know, the very first time Raphael and Yugi dueled, he did lose because he had, you know, he summoned Guardian Iatos, got him stupid overpowered, and fucking smacked Yugi. Then he came back, and then Yugi used Monster Reborn, grabbed Guardian Iatos, and smacked him. So this card is a little different, but at first it smacked him, and it did get a lot of attack. Anti-Magic Arrow, we were just talking about that in the start. And these two were both by my, you know, Harpy's Feather Duster, which was like, you know, it is a stupid overpowered, but it is a really, really strong card. And Mirror Wall was like, I'm just like, I thought even in Duel Links, like this card was used in Duel Links for a little bit. It was just like, it was a good card, man. It's such an OG card. So yeah, pretty sick page, I'd say. Pages, 2 pages. Ooh boy. So I got one card that might be coming, and that's the ultimate English version. So I'll have an ultimate rare Japanese Chaos Emperor Dragon and an ultimate rare English Chaos Emperor Dragon. That might be coming in. I did purchase it, so in my next video I'll probably update you guys with it. But just know that I'm gonna have both ultis, and it's gonna be fucking sick. That was my goal, at least. Then we got Cost Down, you know, OG vibes. Soul Demolition. I do know the name of this card. I can't remember what exact episode it was that he used it. I'm trying to remember now. Soul Demolition. I believe it was like 153 or like episode 53. No, I don't think it was episode 53. It had to be like 153. I know it was in the later episodes. Obviously, I'm not even going to bring up this Blue Eyes White Dragon. This is the Duelist Pack Kaiba first edition super rare. This was like, I went to my card shop the very first time ever. Very first time I even bought a pack. I bought a single pack, pulled this Blue Eyes, was in love with it since the day I pulled it. Now this one right here, I was saving for the end because this card is pretty sick. This is a twin-headed Thunder Dragon, and it's faded, and I believe it's a misprint. Now the only reason why I say that is because I'm looking right here. There's a tiny white dot. I'm trying to get close to it. There's a tiny ass white dot on there somewhere. And I'm looking at it, and it's not surface damage, meaning like, you know, like a BB fucking bullet hit the card and it's like dented and shit. Like, no, this looks like it's actually on there, so it's like a little bit of a white dot misprint. I did that with a Lava Golem one time. I bought a Merrick structure deck, and when I opened the pack up, it had Lava Golem on it, but a giant white dot like right next to it. So I traded it a long time ago because I was like, oh, it's a misprint, it's worth nothing. I didn't realize, like, you know, that's fucking worth something. Like, that's way more than what the original one of it is. So I was like, fuck, like, you know, realizing it now, you should have just keep your shit, you know. But that is like a type of misprint, so I'm gonna look more into that to see what's actually going on with that. But that's still a sick twin-headed Thunder Dragon. But, you know, Kaiba did use this against Yugi in that, you know, the big duel that everybody knows and loves, like me. We got Vorse Raider and Ryukenshin powered. You know, some OG level 4 big like level 4 big monsters that run over shit. If we flip this page, we got Ancient Lamp and Legend Mystic Genie of the Lamp, you know, fucking dope as hell. Blade Knight and Kaiser Seahorse, you know, big ones. Sword or Soul is the one I want to get next. You know, like, that was like the big 3, you know. You have Blade Knight, Sword of Soul, what's going on with my monsters? And then you could just smack them with that Necro Valley card or Necromancy card, you know. It's fucking sick. Now we're going into Pegasus, though, not to try to switch it up, but we're just switching it up with Pegasus now. We got the Toon World. You feel me? The tunes are the best. They are the greatest. I'm sorry. Just like Pegasus, I'm all about that. I waited so long for this card, but, you know, it is Mimikat, but in the original anime, Doppelganger. I remember that much, dog. I remember that shit. Waited so long for this card to come out, guys. Super happy that it came out. I got it. Got the Toon Kingdom. They both got like the green rare. I thought this was like ultra rare at first because they changed the name of it, but apparently it's just super rare. Wild to me. This one is super fucking sick. Toon Table of Contents, original Japanese version of it. Looks so clean, guys. Like, I don't know if the camera's actually picking like how fucking clean this card looks, but I seriously love the foiling on that, and the layout of it is just amazing. Toon World super rare. Is this the this is the MRL one, but not first ed. But hey, you know, it's still fucking dope ass Toon World card. I think the original Japanese had like the book, like like the actual like Toon looking book. I actually like this artwork a little bit better. You know, it's got like the darker theme to it. And you flip the page, because we got the Toon monsters on the other page. We got some Heat Boys. We got the Japanese Toon Summon Skull, guys. Come on. Come on, guys. Come on. This looks so sick. They look so sick. And the fucking Toon Mermaid, dude. Come on. Come on. Look at that. With the blue sleeve, guys. That looks so clean. I'm sorry. And let's look at this Toon one. This Toon Mermaid, the English one. See, I got some classic old sleeves that I like to keep them in. Which one is this one? See, look, this is the MRL Ultra Rare. I mean, again, now I'm first ed, but this card looks sick. It's in pretty good condition too. It doesn't really look banged up. It's just the sleeve if it looks any type of way. Then, you know, we got the Sacrifice, or Relinquished in the English version, but that Sacrifice, boyo, let me tell you. You know what I'm talking about. He was the first one. And look, they even in the Japanese one, they were like, yo, if we made him a level 1, like, this card would kind of be a little stupid, overpowered. So I guess maybe they changed it to 2. I think that was their mindset with it. But in the original anime, even in the 4Kids version, this was a level 1. Like, so the fact that it's a level 2 is weird. But, you know, they used him to make Relinquished. And then Relinquished and Thousand Eyes Idol, you know, did their little polymerization to fuse Thousand Eyes Restrict or Thousand Eyes Sacrifice. You feel me? You know, dope theme going on with this deck. It's like, you know, what he loves, and then Sacrifice. You know, it makes sense in the anime, in both versions, I believe. But that wasn't something that hit me, because, you know, he had 2 decks. He had 2 different decks to pick from. He chose Sacrifice or Love. You know, like, I get it. You know, it makes sense now. I really fuck with the whole concept of it. So definitely had to get the Pegasus pages, guys. Like, this is like super memorable shit. We pulled this baddie in the video 4 years ago. Still kept this card, guys. Always keep your cards now. Got the Winged Dragon Raw Sphere mode. Fucking sick. This, I believe, went down in value over time, I believe, just because of how many reprints this had. But hey, this is still the first one. Can't beat that. Egyptian God Slime. All of Merrick's cards, I mean, not all of Merrick's cards, but, you know, these are like his main ones that I can remember off the top of my head that I had. Like, Machine Duplication, I thought was just a Zane card. I looked into it, yeah, he had fucking Plasma that they still haven't printed yet. We gotta get that shit up in here, guys. We do gotta get that shit up in here. Machine Duplication was actually first used by Merrick. This is the freaking Rise of Destiny Ultra Rare Rise of Destiny. So, like, it's got some value, boy. Got some value up in this bid. Let me tell you. We got the first edition PGD Pharaonic Guardian. And no, first edition Lava Golem Secret Rare. Even though it doesn't really look secret rare, it almost looks super rare with, like, you know, secret rare name. We'll pull out that Machine Dupy. Again, card looks fucking sick. Nasty, guys. Sick, dermic, nasty, boy. Rope of Life, he actually used on Makura the Destructor. I believe, off the top of my head. Yeah, he used Rope of Life. And that was, like, the cards that I got mixed up. I thought he always used, like, Soul Rope. But I guess that was Kaiba. Or no, Soul Rope was Yugi, and I was like, I always got that shit mixed up. I'm like, didn't Yugi use Rope of Life? But nah, see, and that was shit that, like, even as a kid, I always got mixed up. So always look into it again, because maybe your memory as a child was like, maybe just remembered it differently. Magical Stone Excavation, the Japanese one, and the super rare one, looks fucking sick. And then, of course, we got the Left Arm Offering, even though it's always going to be a trap card to me. But the fact that they even printed it and with this artwork, and that super rare looks so sick, guys. I really fuck with it compared to, like, just the common version of it. Like, the super rare version of it looks really good, just seeing it in person. Yeah, this is all Merrick stuff. And then I believe we go into Bakura now. Bam. We got the Finna grab this L behind it. You see what I did there, guys? You see what I did there? No? Okay, I'll fuck right off. This is Dark Sanctuary. This is the little trap card that he used. You know, as we were explaining earlier, you know, Bakura had Dark Sanctuary on the field. He was almost about to have Death, but, you know, they had to change it in the English version to Final. So we're going to get the original Japanese Death of that, which is going to be sick. He almost had death. He had these two activated because this guy could switch at any point to any monster, and if he actually ended up choosing that monster to attack, he would lose like half the life points, and then Bakura would gain half the life points instead, which is like crazy as hell. He had those going on. This was like a one-of trap that he only used, just kind of like Merrick, that he had left arm offering. He had magical stone excavation. He had dark spell regeneration. Like those are like one-ofs only to Merrick. This was his only one-of. Like multiple destruction was a pretty fucking sick trap card, and I didn't even know that Bakura used it until like I saw the original anime. I was like, oh shit, that looks sick. Jogan the Spiritualist. Yeah, Jogan, that was the name of it, because I was like, Jigen, you already guys know, we're not talking about Boruto over here, boys. There ain't no Boruto channel, I tell you that. Dragon Ball Z Yu-Gi-Oh! Only, bitch. But anyways, I'm getting off. Jogan the Spiritualist, that was his clutch card. He top decked this card, and he was like, oh, fuck yeah, summon that bitch, let me destroy your special monster real quick, Yugi. You know, helped him out. And then, bam, we got a little bit more. So this, I'm shitting you not, guys, I still remember this scene like it was yesterday. The Duelist Kingdom arc, Bakura, he's got his little dark side with his necklace on. They got all the security guards over there, and I didn't realize when they were like censoring out all the guns and shit, you know, they're just like fingers, like, you know, like I just thought that was funny as hell. But they had all these guns and shit, and rewatching it was just like sick. But Bakura pulls out morphing jars, summons like the actual morphing jar, and it sucked him in. And then they had the Reaper of the cards because it took him to the card graveyard. Like, what? So these two will always be a combo to me. I'm sorry if you feel that way. Like, but it just made me think like, yo, what if Yu-Gi-Oh was real and like these cards were real, and just summon a fucking thing like that to fuck somebody up that I didn't like or it was pissing me off. Sick nasty as fuck. So that's always gonna be the combo. Morphing jar and the Spirit Reaper of the cards always gonna be sick. This is the gold rare. This was like my very first I remember it was Gold Series 4, because I don't even have to look at that to even know. It's Gold Series 4, and it was my first gold rare that I ever pulled, and I really wanted this morphing jar, and obviously I used morphing jar for my Dark World deck. So like I pulled this card and I was happy as fuck that I pulled this shit. That was sick. Dark Necrofear, Dark Ruler Hades, you know, were also like the best ones, because, you know, Dark Necrofear had to go to the graveyard for Dark Sanctuary and shit. We got more of Bandit Keith's cards. We got the Machine King, the Perfect Machine King, and when I bought my very first Rise of Destiny booster box for $35 at the time, literally $35, I bought Rise of Destiny booster box, opened it, and I pulled a no-name Perfect Machine King, literally no name on it at all. Traded it off like a dumbass. I cannot believe it, guys. It was my very first booster box ever. Barrel Dragon, sick. And then Time Machine, you know, also a sick, fucking nasty, ultra rare. Like, card looks clean as hell. Sick shit. Ooh, these are like favorite artwork cards in general that were in the anime. Like Night Serpent Dragon, I don't think was actually summoned. It could have been one time. I actually lied. It could have been one time. But from my knowledge, off the top of my head, it wasn't actually summoned. But, you know, you've seen it a lot. Especially with Rex. I think it was in with Kaiba's 51 cards, like 51%. Then we got Millennium Shield. Professor Hawkins' daughter, Rebecca, that's her name. Rebecca had this card, used it against Yugi, and Injection Fairy Lily popped up throughout the years, but I remember it was part of the first movie. I remember, like, in the first movie, Joey was dueling, and then that guy was like, I summoned Injection Fairy Lily in attack mode. I was like, oh, damn, like, he summoned that bitch in attack mode. God damn, he sounded serious as hell when he said that shit. And then, of course, the movie pack, you know, the very first movie, so it's always got to have a spot in the book, is, you know, the Blue Eyes Shining Dragon and the Three Sphinx, guys. The very first movie, guys. It was pretty dope. It's pretty dope. Now we're getting into the GX side. This has the original Yu-Gi-Oh! And GX, but, you know, there's only like a couple pages left, so I had to throw in some GX real quick. We got the Shining Flare Wingman. We got the Shining Flare Phoenix Enforcer. To continue on, because there's only 3 cards that have the Shining in it. It's Blue Eye, that have Shining in the name. Blue Eye Shining Dragon, Shining Flare Wingman, and Shining Flare, or Shining Shining Phoenix Enforcer? Yeah, just Shining Phoenix Enforcer, no Flare Phoenix Enforcer. But we got the Phoenix Enforcer and just the normal Flame Wingman, the secret rare, you know, pretty sick. Then we got Elemental Hero Neos. And ooh, these two ultis look sick. Neospatian Dark Panther looks so fucking clean, guys. Let me tell you, this card looks really fucking clean. First edition, sick. And then of course we have in my last Rage Raw booster box, I bought this at a card shop, and they gave me a tournament pack, and I opened the tournament pack, pulled this, literally just one tournament pack. Super poly, got super fucking lucky with this one. Looks so damn clean, guys. Let me tell you, I think this is gonna be my second most valuable card, but definitely that Slyther and definitely the super poly I really want to get graded for sure in the future. Definitely want to, if I had to grade cards, I would grade those two, and that would probably be it, to be honest, because that one's a minty. Then we got my favorite heroes of all time, like some shiny heroes, you feel me? We got Avion, Sparkman, but like the Kamehameha Blast version of him. Like, I like this one more. And I believe the original anime, the original Japanese anime had this version without the gold stuff. Like, it was just like a normal looking Sparkman that had this. So I believe they used the original artwork, just kind of pimped them out a little bit. Dark Necro Shade, always a sick nasty card with the blade edge, you know, a little wombo combo going on, like always sick. Then we're going to Zane Truesdale, my favorite character in GX besides Jaden. You know, he's a sick dude. We got the Cyber Larva. We got the whole generation. We got him evolving, boys. We got the Larva. He's a little dude. Then the Cyber Dwagon. He's a bigger guy. Then a Cyber Twin Dwagon, because he's two of them now. And then the Cyber End Dwagon, because that ends that shit right there with three of them bitches. Like, sick. Sick ass shit. And then of course, we got the darker version of Cyber End Dragon, like in the anime, I believe, when he duels the headmaster. The headmaster takes control of the Cyber Dragon, gets like a darker one, so it's like that artwork, which I appreciate. That looks sick. Then we got the Cyber Dark Dragon for like the little Cyber Darks that might making a little splash, a little comeback from what I've been hearing. Chimera Tech Over Dragon.